Please welcome to the stage from right to left, Nick Cassidy from Jaguar TCS Racing, your championship leader, Sébastin Buemi from Envision Racing, and on our left, Sacha Fenestraz from Nissan Formula E team. We'll start with you, Nick. Welcome back to Japan. You obviously spent several years here, living here and racing here. How does it feel to be back?
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm really enjoying the week being back. I was lucky to come early last weekend, and it's been a super nice few days. Now I'm looking forward to also going racing. To be racing in Tokyo was something I thought was unimaginable. So a huge congratulations to Formula E and everyone who's been involved to put this event together.
Now you've won the championship in every series you've driven in here in Japan. What would it mean to you to add to that list of accolades the first ever winner of the Tokyo E-Prix this weekend?
Obviously it would mean a lot, but yeah, I've said a few times this week that in the end it's the bigger picture. The World Championship is what we're all aiming for, and we're super lucky to be racing in Tokyo, but we race in many fantastic cities. So obviously as racing drivers we're greedy, we want to win them all, but you win a lot more than, you lose a lot more than you win in this game, so we'll do our best as we can and see what happens.
As I mentioned, you come into this race, the fifth race of the championship, as the leader, and you've had a personally very strong start to the season, as well as with the team, a podium in your first three races, including a victory in Saudi Arabia. You've made settling into the new team look very easy, but obviously we all understand that it's not that easy. What kind of challenges have you had to overcome in your short career with Jaguar TCS Racing to become the championship leader this far into the season?
Yeah, it's been a really interesting 6+ months, I would say. I think I'm super lucky with the transition, because it's obviously the same powertrain as we had last year with Envision, and the working relationship with Jaguar last year meant that I already had a lot of vision on how the team operated. So I would say it's been a relatively smooth transition. I really enjoyed my time at Envision, a very strong team as well, and I think I've been quite fortunate to be in this position in the last couple of years in Formula E, to have great cars.
Nick, thank you very much. Sébastin, you also have very close links to Japan. You've won the World Endurance Championship 4 times with Nissan. You've driven their powertrains for half of your career now in Formula E. You must be expecting a lot of Sébastin Buemi fans this weekend.
Yeah, with Toyota, not Nissan.
Sorry, yes, with Toyota.
Yeah, of course, as Nick just said, it's amazing to be in Tokyo. We've been talking about it for many years, and it's going to finally happen tomorrow, so I'm really happy. I hope to see lots of fans. Obviously, used to race in Fuji or Suzuka, and obviously not here, but it's a great opportunity. I hope the weather will be good, it looks like it, and hopefully we'll have a good weekend.
You've had a chance now to drive the track on the sim, you've walked around the track now. What are your first impressions of this circuit? What kind of race can we expect on Saturday?
I think you have the first sector, it's really narrow, lots of corners, so overtaking will be kind of difficult there. But then the second sector and the third sector, you'll have a couple of straights. Obviously with the energy saving in the race, we may see a few overtaking. I don't think it's going to be as easy as Sao Paulo, so I guess qualifying will be important. But again, it's always a difficult race. It's going to be colder. Yeah, as I said, I think qualifying will be really important.
Now, personally, you're just inside the top 10 in the championship standings. At this stage in the season, a race win is the kind of thing that can put you well into the mix at the top of the championship there. How achievable do you feel that is for you and the team this weekend?
I think we started quite well in Mexico. We had good pace, both in the race and qualifying. And then, of course, you always try to do better. And I feel like we've done a few mistakes, trying sometimes to chase a little bit too much performance. So hopefully this weekend we go back to what we know works well, and hopefully, we can find some form back in qualifying, because again, I think we need to qualify well if we want to have a good opportunity at fighting at the front, and then who knows, we'll do the race and set the end.
Perfect, thank you very much, Sébastin and Sacha. You've also spent a number of years, much like Nick, racing here. You've won a championship here in Japan. What does motorsport mean to the people here? And how happy does that make you to be back and celebrating your return to Japan with the fans?
Yeah, for sure. I'm extremely happy to be back here in this amazing country. As you say, I've been racing here in Japan for 4 years, 4 seasons, and it was truly amazing. Fans are truly unbelievable, as we've seen in many other categories here in Fuji, in Suzuka, and in many other championships. The fans are really awesome here. So, we're expecting a great weekend. Of course, for us, it's our home race. It's a very important one. And we're all very excited to get going tomorrow. It's been a long week of media and etc. So looking forward to go on track tomorrow now.
With that said, what would it mean to you personally if you were to take the race victory in the Tokyo E-Prix, racing for a team that's obviously very close to your heart, in a country that's very close to your heart?
I mean, it would be awesome for sure. We've been chasing at least a podium since last year now. So hopefully it would be amazing if we can achieve it this weekend. I think it's all part of putting it all together, and I think the performance is there. We've seen it with Oli, who has the experience of the championship, and has been pushing me a lot to go forward together. So let's see. Of course, it'd be great, but I think it's important to take these races another one and not try to overdo things and make it more difficult for ourselves.
It must be encouraging for you to see the success that your teammate Oliver Rowland's had in those last 2 races with podiums, and also with Sam Bird for Neon McLaren using the Nissan powertrain, winning the last race in Brazil. That must be encouraging for you as a driver, knowing that the car you've got is a car that can give you that first podium and potentially a race victory.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, for sure that I see that, and I see that it is possible. We saw it last year with Norman in the E-Prix of Rome. We know the potential is there, especially when we managed to put it all together, which it's all about this in this championship, and it's not that easy to do. So, and Oli is managing to do that. So, it's kind of, on my side of the garage, is kind of trying to do the same thing, putting it together. And as you say, the performance is there. We've seen it with Oli, so it's just trying to manage to do the same thing, and we should be there also.
Finally, Nissan announced yesterday that they have committed to Formula E until at least the end of the Gen 4 era, which means until the end of at least 2030, which is a huge statement from your team.
Yeah, it's huge. It's amazing. I think it's very positive for inside the team also. As we were speaking earlier, last year there's been a lot of change inside the team. This year a little bit also, and this clearly shows, brings some stability to the team, to the engineers, to the mechanics. So for us as a manufacturer, it's great to be able to say that we're going to be racing until 2030, until end of Gen 4, and it's truly amazing. I cannot wait to see how it's going to go in the future. The potential of the team is growing up, as we've seen this year with Oliver, so we'll see how it goes until then.
Thank you very much. We have time for a couple of questions.